Hello, lovelies. It's Tuesday, the 1st of February 2022. Happy new moon in Aquarius and Imbolc blessings to you all. Such a powerful day today, really feeling this energy change. And of course, Venus going direct now. So things are in motion. And soon all the planets will be direct. Today is the last day of the DNA thread shift, and I will be creating an ebook for this after we finished this thread because I'm very much living through it at the moment. So we're here on day 11. We've still got another portal day to go tomorrow, and of course it's going to be 2022, and so I'm going to be doing a workshop, free workshop, UK time 7:30 on Wednesday, and so please join me if you can. So again, that's 7:30 UK time. I'll be posting a Zoom link for that. So on that, we'll be on the last day, blue crystal eagle, and we're going to be focusing on who we are as a planetary server with all this amazing Aquarius energy coming in. So, but back to today. So we're on day 11 of the yellow seed wave spell and the 9th DNA portal. If you are at the depth of following your own personal code, then I'm hoping that you'll be having some profound shifts over this very dynamic time astrologically and in terms of human evolution. Today, we're really focusing on lighting that fire. I just love how it all comes together, how it all matches up. When we see all these threads of the cosmos come together, it's so powerful. There's no denying that nothing is random, everything's on purpose, everything's really magical. And at this time of year, it's lighting that fire within us, Imbolc, the fire in the belly, the seeds that are there, red moon. All of our consciousness is within us. All our answers are within us. All of our patterns, all of our amazing signposts, gateways, keys, mysteries, ready to be revealed for the women who are really ready to do that work now in healing the heart and opening that fire energy, the sacredness, the seed that is ready to unfurl and be shared. And of course, all of this is in its own perfect time for each one of us. And the more that we really come into knowing ourselves, the more that we realize that and that everybody else is doing their trip independently. And although we may still have these remnants of coping strategies, and of course, these have helped us to survive, so they're really important. So in terms of the seed at this time of year, we're halfway between the winter solstice on the 21st of December in the Northern Hemisphere and the spring solstice on the 20th of March, which is when the fire is fully ignited and we set sail on our journey out back on the land to do the solar wheel of Aries until Virgo. And so we're doing the 6 months out on the land, working with the energy and the seed that is being revealed within us. So now we're at that stage of tuning in, listening. If you're in a cold place, again, you may be noticing that the snowdrops are coming out, the bulbs are starting to burst through the frost. And I love this time of year. It's such hope. It's such remembrance and remembering our ancestors who maybe would have been believing that it wasn't a given that the spring was going to arrive. So lots of rituals being held, lots of really big survival issues as well around, have we put enough food away? Are we going to be able to make it until we can start growing food away? And so all of that energy, all of that awareness within us as well around survival that has got us to this point. We're here at this time for a reason, and we're bringing all of this amazing magic with us of our ancestors, of how they survived. And sometimes we can get stuck in survival mode as well. So the more that we heal and the more that we release these old codes of codependency, of not feeling safe, of everything that's we're seeing manifest hugely on the planet right now in the giant mystery school, the more we become aware of our personal holograph pattern code, the more we can start to change it. So if you think back to 2019, July the 25th was the day out of time. And July the 26th, we started a 13-year cycle of the moon goddess, Ixchel, white wizard. And her energy really is about the asteroids coming in, the new learning, the new consciousness, coming into consciousness ourselves as a human being, and realizing that there's so much more beneath the surface that we don't have yet in our conscious awareness. The secret of spell binding, for example, where the patriarchy model that we've been in for the last 5,000 years has really repressed the sacred feminine in all of us. And so this has allowed this codependent, disempowerment way of being for people on the planet, where ancient bloodlines have dictated how people live, and most people have gone along with it, not realizing what it is, because there is no conscious awareness around that. All the intoxicants, all the toxic relationship threads, all the so-called treats that keep us, the carrot that is dangling of, oh yes, you know, you'll get your reward if you work hard, and for not very much money, for people who treat you badly, or stay in this relationship with people who treat you disrespectfully. It's all the same thread in lots of different arenas of life. So what's been happening for you since 2019 in your personal story? That's the most important thing for each one of us, is to focus on ourselves. Often tricky for women to do because of this programming, literally. So if we notice what themes have been coming up since then, when this was initiated, and realise that, of course, all of this is going to keep coming up because it's meant to. So instead of seeing it as a problem, it's a gateway, it's a doorway, it's a solution to the new earth that we're going to birth. And we are the ones that bring this to pass. This is the key to know this. Human beings create a reality on planet Earth. And this manifestation, so we'll be going into the Yellow Castle on Friday, on the 4th of February, with Red Earth, 52-day process. We'll be seeing where we are on the Earth, what is manifest for us, what has been manifest in this last 13 days of Yellow Seed. And so today, really focusing on the 11th house, which is Aquarius, traditionally in the traditional zodiac. So in terms of spectral dissonance, cognitive dissonance, what doesn't feel true, what doesn't feel in alignment with truth, what feels disempowering, and what is a common theme of that in our lives. How does that make us feel? Does it make you feel fulfilled if you've got material wealth, which is the North Node in Taurus, manifest, money? Does it make you feel good if you've got all that material stuff, but people are treating you disrespectfully in your personal relationships, for example? So with your nearest and dearest, in your job, or with your local government, with the world government. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel fulfilled? Does it make you feel fulfilled when you buy something, a nice, shiny, glittery thing, and how long does that last for, that feeling? How quickly does it wear off? Does it make you feel fulfilled when you eat ice cream, for example, when you eat sweet things, when something happens to you that you, let's say you win some money or you win a holiday? Or I think over the last 2 years, we've really got in touch with what we value and what we love. And with the Venus retrograde in Capricorn, we have really been experiencing how that has felt, going over old ground around being disciplined personally, climbing the mountain, the spiritual mountain, taking the small steps, chopping wood, carrying the water, keep going, nose to the grindstone, working within, all of that energy. And also recognizing how we're repeating childhood patterns over and over and over, and how different players are coming into our life to help us move through these experientially. And that is the key. So that when Red Earth arrives in the yellow castle, we're going to see where we are as a result of the 1st of September, when we began this 260-day cycle. But of course, we're also going to see where we are in terms of our whole life, all our past lives, all our ancestral lives. It's a culmination of all of these things that we can really start to focus on working consciously now and becoming very self-aware, and most importantly, to notice what makes us feel fulfilled and what doesn't make us feel fulfilled. This is the emotional evolution. And learning how to work with your holograph, which is your heart, and your amygdala in your mind, is absolutely essential to the human being who's ready to live the amazing adventure beyond the ancestral wounding pattern that we've come in to transform. We're here to change that line, to change our personal history. If you haven't tried Emotional Freedom Technique yet, then this is an opportunity for you to do a challenge. So I'm going to begin a 13-day challenge on Friday when this cycle starts. And so we're going to be focusing on what makes us feel fulfilled. And we're going to really drill down into what is getting in the way of that. So many people focus on success, for example, on money, on power, as a way of feeling fulfilled. And I think what we're starting to realize now is there's a very different space and place beyond that that allows us to really get in touch with that starseed. So that's the key for today. I'm going to be posting more info about that. The card for today is this. And again, if you I'll be posting a link underneath, but if you check this out, number 4, really getting in alignment with our power means seeing where we've been disempowered. And we know that because we get emotionally triggered. So often you'll feel it in your solar plexus. It'll make you feel what we call shadow emotions. Often they're referred to as negative emotions, but actually they're amazing, powerful guides to where we have healing gateways of potentiality to be the alchemist and change our destiny and reach our full potentiality too. So if you look at that, that's a mandala, and you look very closely, this again is huge in terms of what it means astrologically, but it talks about this, the disciple. And of course, we're now going beyond that with Aquarius. We're going beyond that into the Aquarian age and how we start to become emotionally free, as in emotionally healed, powerful, and changing who we let into our castle. So key for women, so key for the narcissist pattern. In terms of Mayan cards, we've got center. So what takes us out of our center emotionally? Red Serpent, which we're in the last few days of the 52-day cycle. You have learned over this cycle what takes you out and what makes you feel joyful. That's our factory setting, the joy, the child, where we're in such flowing creativity, letting the magic flow through us. That's the white wizard, that's the moon goddess. And so where we have key astrology in our chart, such as Hestia, Vesta, Bridget, and Persephone, is a very powerful place to look at. And the asteroid, how may I call her, how may I rebirth myself? So you've got the information now, you know about the mindsets. Maybe you're starting to go deeper with that, understanding what mindsets have created your family pattern, your reality, and how you're going to artfully shift them. EFT absolutely will do this for you. So please do join me and check it out. For the next 13 days, beginning on Friday the 4th of February, you'll see an amazing shift happen if you choose to fully connect to this energy wholeheartedly and are willing to let go of what you're holding on to from the past. So join me tomorrow and I'll talk more about this. We'll start to unlock some ideas around this and we'll do some tapping as well. So it's 7:30 UK time on Zoom, and I will post a link for you. So lots of love. Hope you have an amazing new moon day and an amazing Imbolc. Light that fire, feel inspired, tune in to your amazing goddess gifts. Be the goddess. Lots of love.